Give me a coffee. I want a meeting with the boss. You need to fix this report because you were wrong.
Whoa, Tom, stop right there. Are you trying to get fired from your job and lose all your friends in one day?
What did I do? I am just speaking direct, grammatically correct English.
It might be grammatically correct, but it sounds incredibly aggressive. You sound like a strict military commander.
But how else do I say what I want? When I try to speak English, I always feel like I am being too harsh or too bossy, but I don't know how to fix it.
This is exactly why so many English learners feel nervous. We are going to master one single word that will change your entire English personality.
One single word can do all that? What is the word?
The word is would.
Would. Honestly, Lucy, I avoid that word. It feels like advanced, complicated grammar. Isn't it just the past tense of the word will?
That is what most textbooks teach, and it completely traps learners. Would is not just a time machine for the past tense. It is the velvet cushion of the English language.
The velvet cushion? What does that mean?
It means it softens your words. It takes a hard, aggressive sentence and wraps it in politeness, empathy, and respect. It protects your relationships.
I definitely need a velvet cushion for my English. How do we learn this?
We are going to break the word would into 4 powerful pillars. Pillar number 1 is the cushion. This is for polite requests and offers.
Okay, put the cushion to the test. How do I order a coffee without sounding like a dictator?
You said, I want a coffee. That is a direct demand. To soften it, you simply add the cushion. You say, I would like a coffee, please.
I would like a coffee. Wow, instantly softer. It feels calm and respectful.
Exactly. What about a restaurant? You're sitting at a table and you need water.
If I say, give me water, the waiter might spit in my food.
Probably. So what do you say?
I apply the cushion. I say, I would like some water, please.
Perfect. This is also the ultimate secret for professional office emails.
Tell me about emails. I always struggle to sound professional.
Imagine you need a meeting with a client. If you write, I want a meeting tomorrow, it sounds like an order.
So I change it to, I would like to schedule a meeting tomorrow.
Exactly. It sounds confident, but perfectly polite. You can also use it to offer help to someone.
How do I offer help with a cushion?
Imagine a new coworker looks totally lost on their first day. You could say, I will help you, but saying, I would be happy to help you sounds much warmer.
I would be happy to help you. That builds an instant connection.
It really does. Now let us tackle the hardest part of daily life, polite disagreement.
Ugh, I hate disagreeing in English. I always say, you are wrong, and then people get angry.
Because you are wrong is an attack. Instead, use the cushion. Say, I would see it a little differently.
I would see it differently. That is incredibly smart. I'm not attacking them. I'm just softly sharing my view.
You have officially mastered pillar number 1. You know how to use the cushion.
That feels great. But Lucy, I have a massive burning question before we move on.
Ask away, Tom.
I know I need to be polite, but I always get confused between the word would and the word should.
Ah, the classic would versus should battle. This brings us perfectly to pillar number 2. I call this the empathizer.
The empathizer. Please clear this confusion for me. When do I use should and when do I use would?
Think of the word should as a strict medical doctor.
A strict doctor. Okay.
A doctor looks at you from the outside. They give you a strong rule. You should take your medicine. You should sleep 8 hours. You should quit smoking.
So should is a direct obligation. It comes from a position of authority.
Exactly. Now, think of the word would as an empathetic best friend.
How does an empathetic best friend give advice?
A best friend does not give you strict rules. A best friend mentally steps into your shoes. They imagine living your life.
Ah, so they say, if I were you.
Yes. If I were you, I would take a rest. If I were in your position, I would look for a new job.
Wow, the difference is huge. Should sounds like a command. Would sounds like supportive teamwork.
Precisely. Let us test it. Your coworker is exhausted and stressed out. They ask for your advice.
If I act like the strict doctor, I say, you should go home early.
And if you act like the empathetic friend,
I step into their shoes. I say, I would go home early today, or I would suggest taking a break.
perfect. Nobody feels attacked when you use would for advice. It is the ultimate tool for peaceful communication.
I am never going to mix up should and would again. Empathy wins. What is the next pillar?
Pillar number 3 is the dreamer.
The dreamer. This sounds like imagination.
It is pure imagination. English loves imaginary situations. When you talk about things that are not real yet, you must use would.
You mean like winning the lottery?
Exactly. You do not have $1 million right now, so you cannot say, if I have $1 million, I will buy an island.
Because will is for real future plans, and this is just a fantasy.
So how do you say it as a dreamer?
If I had $1 million, I would buy an island.
Perfect. You're stepping out of reality and entering the dream world.
What if I'm dreaming about having more free time?
A very common dream. How do you say it?
If I had more free time, I would spend it with my family.
That sounds honest and completely natural. You can also use the dreamer for choices.
Imaginary choices? How does that work?
Imagine someone asks you a hypothetical question. What would you do if you found a wallet on the street?
It hasn't happened. It's imaginary. So I reply from the dream world. I say, I would take it to the police station.
Exactly. You don't say, I will take it, because the wallet does not exist yet.
This explains so much. Whenever people talk about their hopes or imaginary scenarios, would is the required engine.
You nailed it. You are a certified dreamer. Now it's time for the final pillar. Pillar number 4 is the time machine.
The time machine. So we're traveling back into the past.
Yes, but we are not talking about simple one-time events. We use the time machine to talk about repeated past habits and warm memories.
This sounds like storytelling.
It is the ultimate storytelling tool. If you say, I played football, it's just a cold fact. It happened once or maybe a few times, but it has no emotion.
So how do I add emotion and memory to it?
You use the time machine. You say, when I was a child, every evening after school, I would play football with my friends.
Ah, wow. I would play football. That immediately paints a picture in my head. It feels like a beautiful, repeated routine.
Give me another storytelling example.
Think about your grandparents.
Okay. When I visited my grandfather, we would sit on the porch and he would tell me amazing stories.
Do you feel how warm that is? You are not just reporting facts to the police. You are sharing a piece of your life.
That is beautiful. It makes the English language feel so alive and human.
But Tom, this specific pillar contains a massive trap. Millions of learners fall into it.
A trap in the time machine? I have my mental safety goggles on. Take me to the mistake lab.
Welcome to the lab. Here is the dangerous mistake. Learners discover that would is used for past actions, so they start using it for absolutely everything in the past.
What is wrong with that?
Listen to this sentence. When I was a child, I would live in London.
It sounds a little strange.
It is completely wrong, and here is the secret native speaker rule. You can only use would for past actions. You cannot use it for past states.
Actions versus states. Please define that for me.
An action is something you actively do. Playing, running, waking up, eating.
Okay, I would play. I would wake up early. Those are actions. What is a state?
A state is simply existing. Living in a city, owning a car, being short, having long hair.
Ah, I don't actively do my long hair. It is just a state of being.
Exactly. So if you want to talk about a past state, you cannot use would. You must use the phrase used to.
Oh, so I say, when I was a child, I used to live in London.
Perfect. Fix this one. When I was young, I would have a dog.
Having a dog is a state of ownership. It is not an action. So the correct sentence is, I used to have a dog.
Brilliant. Now try an action. Walking the dog.
Walking the dog is a repeated action, so I can use the time machine. Every morning, I would walk my dog in the park.
You have perfectly navigated the hardest trap in the entire lesson. Would is for repeated actions. Used to is for past states.
The mistake lab is incredible today. Are there any other traps?
There is one more, and it's an emotional one. It's the trap of regret.
Regret. Looking back at mistakes.
Yes, learners often try to express regret using simple past tenses, and it sounds clumsy.
How do I express regret smoothly?
You combine the dreamer with the time machine. You say, I would have.
I would have. Give me a situation.
You took a massive exam last week and you failed because you played video games instead of reading.
That is a terrible feeling.
You look back at the past and you imagine a different reality. You say, I would have passed the test if I had studied.
I would have passed. It shows deep reflection. I'm not changing the past, but I'm expressing an imaginary better result.
Exactly. I would have called you, but my phone died. I would have helped you, but I was out of town.
It explains the situation perfectly without sounding like you're making cheap excuses.
Exactly. You are officially ready, Tom. You have mastered the cushion, the empathizer, the dreamer, and the time machine.
I feel like my English just leveled up from a cold robot to a polite, highly empathetic human being.
Let us prove it. It's time to lock the doors and start the rapid fire game.
The rapid fire game, my favorite part. Hit me with the situations.
I will give you 8 fast, real-life scenarios. You must reply instantly using the correct rule. Are you ready?
My brain is ready. Let's go.
Situation number 1. You are at an important business lunch. You want the waiter to bring you a menu.
I need the cushion. I say, I would like to see the menu, please.
Correct. Situation number 2. Your best friend is complaining that his car keeps breaking down. You want to give him soft, friendly advice.
Friendly advice means the empathizer. I step into his shoes and say, if I were you, I would buy a new car.
Spot on. Situation number 3. Someone asks you what your dream job is if money did not exist.
Imaginary situation, the dreamer. I say, I would be a professional photographer.
Excellent. Situation number 4. You are telling a story about your college days, specifically about your daily morning routine.
A repeated past action, the time machine. I say, in college, I would drink 3 cups of coffee every morning.
Perfect. Situation number 5. You are telling a story about your college days, but this time you are talking about the car you owned.
Owning a car is a state, not an action. I cannot use would. I must say, in college, I used to own an old Honda.
Brilliant save. Situation number 6. Your manager proposes a new strategy in a meeting, but you think it is a bad idea.
Polite disagreement. Back to the cushion. I say, I would approach this project a little differently.
So professional. Situation number 7. You are completely exhausted, but your friend invites you to a loud party. You want to decline politely.
Soft rejection. I say, I would love to come, but I'm just too tired tonight.
Amazing. Final situation, number 8. You arrived late to a wedding because you took the wrong highway. You are expressing regret.
Reflecting on the past, I say, I would have been on time if I had taken the main road.
Tom, 8 out of 8. You completely demolished the rapid fire game today.
That was incredible. I did not have to stop and think about grammar tables. I just felt the emotion of the situation and the right structure appeared.
Because English is not about memorizing rules. It is about understanding the attitude and the social behavior behind the words.
Would is absolutely the velvet pillow of the language. It makes everything polite, nostalgic, and thoughtful.
let us do a final, lightning-fast summary for everyone listening right now.
I'm ready. Let's lock the pillars into our memories.
Pillar 1, polite requests, offers, and professional emails.
Use the cushion. I would like a coffee. I would be happy to help.
Pillar 2, giving friendly, non-bossy advice.
Use the empathizer. Do not use should, use would. If I were you, I would rest.
Pillar 3, imaginary situations and impossible dreams.
Use the dreamer. If I had wings, I would fly.
Pillar 4, storytelling and repeated past habits.
Use the time machine for actions. Every summer, we would visit the lake, but remember, use used to for past states.
Absolutely flawless. Tom, you are officially a master of this highly advanced yet deeply human word.
Thank you, Lucy, and a huge thank you to everyone listening to us today.
Now it is your turn to practice. We want you to use the velvet cushion right now.
Yes, head down to the comments section and play the imagination game with us.
We want you to write one sentence using the dreamer pillar.
Tell us, if you had unlimited free time tomorrow, what would you do?
Write it clearly. For example, if I had unlimited free time, I would read an entire book.
Or, if I had unlimited free time, I would sleep for 14 hours.
Put your sentences in the comments below. We read all of them and we love seeing your creativity.
If this lesson helped you feel more confident and less scared of making mistakes, please hit that like button.
It tells us what kind of lessons you enjoy, and it helps our podcast reach more learners around the world.
Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our daily English deep dives.
Remember, you don't need perfect pronunciation or a massive vocabulary. You just need to sound polite and human.
And the word would is your best tool for that. Keep practicing, keep softening your sentences, and stay confident.
Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep speaking.